I'm the sales, technical support, wheeling, build Jeeps guy here at TNT.
You are the TNT guru.
So, yeah, kind of. Other than Jason and Bob.
Yeah.
But I help translate them to the customers, the best way to explain that.
Oh, that's a good way to explain it. Tell us about TNT products.
So all TNT products are made here in our Cheyenne, Wyoming location. We do steel and aluminum, suspension, body armor, bumpers, fenders, corners, sliders, accessories, axle trusses, axle brackets. We use other companies' suspension joints, so Summit Machine joints in all of our suspension. All our suspension is designed around going wheeling, taking that type of abuse. That's what all of our products are designed around, is going wheeling, taking that type of abuse, and then being able to drive back from the trail. We use all American-made steel and aluminum. Everything is jigged, everything is welded. All our guys have gone through weld tests. We have CNC tube bender, CNC brake press, CNC plasma cutter. So everything is repeatable, and they all have certain measurements and everything that they need to be at. So they're precision, they're repeatable, they're done the same every single time. Yeah, all our sliders are designed to put the full weight of the vehicle on. So even our Gladiator sliders, the Gladiator sliders are much longer than any other slider on the market. And so that creates different stretch points. And all of those, we build that into the slider. That way they're not going to fail on the trail, you're not going to hurt them, and you can bash them up against rocks and use them as a rock slider. They're all frame mounted for the Adventure Series sliders. Our Guardian Series sliders are on the JKs and the JLs, and we don't have them yet for the JT, but hopefully. They are all body, a combination of body and then tie into the body mounts. So they aren't frame mounted is the best way to explain it, but we do a lot of contact points. So where other companies on the market, what they do is a rocker panel, and that rocker panel actually stops about halfway down, and then they have a flange that their slider attaches to. Ours works a different way. We have a full rocker panel, so that takes that force and spreads it out over the whole entire rocker. Then from there we do multiple attachment points, which even more spreads out those forces across the whole entire rocker. So you don't get to the point of others on the market that you've smashed in your rockers. Ours have those forces spread all the way out. So we don't see really any failures ever with the Guardian sliders. We don't see failures ever with the Adventure Series sliders. And then our TJ line is the same way. TJ, LJ, CJ, XJ, MJ. I'm missing one. LJ. I think I said them all there.
I think you did. I'm going over in my head.
We're about the only ones left that still make scrambler parts. So CJ8. Same thing. Our corners and sliders. Our corners actually have the fender flare welded onto them. So instead of the fender flare being a bolt-on item that you can essentially just rip out, it's welded on. That 3-dimension or that dimension adds strength to the corner over a bolt-on flare on top of a 3/16 corner. And then our front fenders are the same way. We do an inner fender, which we talked about this on the TNT Live, that adds strength because it's all one piece. It gives that whole entire fender much more dimension, much more strength. We have the largest threaded assembly on the lower arms, on all our arms for suspension, and we also use the heaviest wall tubing. It's a 2-inch 3/8 wall, and then that large stub is an 1 3/8. Most everyone goes with 1 1/4 inch. We like the 1 3/8. It also gives us the ability to fine tune the suspension better, so the Jeeps drive better.
So what is the top selling? What's the most popular part?
Probably between TJ steering stretch kits or TJ steering box rotation, so you can move your front end forward, and the 2-door JK stretch corner armor between 8 and 6 inch. 8 and 6 inch. The moment we sell a 6 inch, we sell an 8 inch. They're back to back, and then we constantly are selling the steering stretch kits, and then probably number 3 is XJ inner fender panels, so it gains you more clearance on the front wheel well of an XJ.
To learn more about TNT Customs Jeep parts, head over to tntcustoms.com.